So what's in store for the future? Right, so I'll talk a little bit about the applications of solar. Right? As the price of solar goes down, you're going to find these solar cells being integrated into things that generally don't inherently have a need to use electricity. So for example, clothing. So clothing will now have PV cells integrated into them. And of course now everybody's walking around with mobile devices, a lot of mobile devices. You can then plug in your mobile device into your clothes and charge them up, as in this example here. Right? Looks like Justin Timberlake. Right? This is a concept car by Peugeot. Right? This is solar concept car. Of course, this car is an electric car. So electric cars, right now, for example, in Israel plans to switch all their cars to electric, right? See, one of the main stopping points for electric cars at this point is the high cost of the car because of the batteries of the car. But what they're doing in Israel is they're separating the cost of the battery from the consumer, where the consumer doesn't actually buy the battery anymore. They go to a station and time the battery goes down, they just swap it out. They get the battery swapped, so they don't actually own the battery, so that ends up dropping the cost of the electric car dramatically. And then now you integrate that now with solar panels, trickle charging, or adding some charge to your batteries. You can go a long way with an electric car, right? As well, you can do the same thing for yachts. So this is an example of a solar yacht. This boat travels all over the world on the oceans without a sail. Right? The engine, of course, is an electric engine. And if the motor is an electric motor, if the motor is magnetically induced type motor, then you basically have the only moving part you really have is the propeller. So you have very few moving parts. You have no oil. It's much lower maintenance than your typical gasoline motor. Right? So now you can basically travel all over the ocean for nothing, for free. Obviously, it was not free, but you're not buying fuel all the time. You don't have to worry about the doldrums either. Right? The doldrums are windless zone in the ocean. And last but not least, this is a city that's actually, this is a rendering of what the city is going to look like. But this city is actually being built right now. I don't know what percentage it's at. It's a city called Masdar, which is located in Abu Dhabi. And this city is going to be 100% green. So it's going to produce all its power that it needs using renewable energy technologies. So it'll be a mix of solar, wind, and of course, the design of the city is going to be highly energy efficient. As a matter of fact, this city, the transportation for this city is going to be driverless electric vehicles. So that's pretty futuristic, right? So you'll just jump in this thing and you'll just tell it where you want to go, and it'll take you there, and there's no drive, it's all GPS and electronics. And it has those umbrellas, of course, shading the regions, because as you know, it gets very hot in Abu Dhabi. And so there's big things happening for renewable in the world. These are just a few examples. There are lots of things happening. Lots more labs right now coming up with brand new technologies and new manufacturing processes that can drop the price of photovoltaics. Right now, just to close, right now, if they can get the cost of solar to 50 cents per watt, install 50 cents per watt for a PV panel, then we can start approaching grid parity, which is where it's at the same cost of traditional forms of electricity, like coming from coal or natural gas. And at that point you have that parity reached, then you start to go in the other direction where renewable becomes common, a lot more common, and more economic. Thank you very much.